Hey guys, I just wanted to chat it up with you a little bit today. Talk to you about my situation. Well, I have my birthday coming up, and I'm really excited about it. So the funny thing about it, today I was driving down the street and I'm all excited, and for the last few weeks I have been thinking and just so excited about my birthday coming up. But if you know me, as you know, I'm the type of person, I don't really care about birthdays. I could care less. Say happy birthday, give me a birthday card with some money, and then send me to go get a massage, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not led by all that. But long story short, I just don't do that. I don't really hang out with a lot of people. I have one good friend. Once in a while I hang around, with the women at my daughter's dance school or whatever. But I just, y'all, I don't have no life. I don't date. So anyway, for the last several weeks, I don't know what it is, I keep on running into the same conversation over and over and over. I keep running into the same conversation, especially when it comes to men. Are you seeing someone? Have you been on a date? What's going on? And I'm like, no. Well, when the last time you been on a date? Oh, 6 years ago. But in reality, guys, when I do the numbers and everything, it's literally almost been 7 years. And the funny thing is the backlash I get from that 6 years. Are you kidding me? Are you gay? I mean, what's wrong with you? Oh, you must have a lot of baggage. Oh, you still holding on to the past. Oh, you must still be in love with your baby daddy, my ex-husband. No, it has nothing to do with that. And sometimes it kind of, I feel stumped, like, how do I answer this? Like, what am I supposed to say? Because I'm okay where I'm at right now. Yes, I'm human. And then it's like, wow, sometimes I do want to go out and have fun, and I don't want to do it with the kids, because that's what I'm always around kids. I'm in education, and then I have my nieces, my nephews, then I have my daughter. So I don't have any me time, except, when I'm going to the gym or something like that, And so I guess recently I've been really longing to be around adults and have some fun and things like that. And but the backlash I get from, what's wrong with you, especially the gay thing. Wow, it's like you cannot sustain your virtue and be looked at as just, wow, she's sustaining her virtue. I gotta be gay. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, my whole thing is, because I'm like, well, Lord, how do I say? What do I say? I'm good. No. The thing is, God will keep you if you want to be kept. God will keep you if you want to be kept. People, I know you got something in your back pocket. I know you got a little boy toy over here. No, I don't. You know what I mean? But God will keep you if you want to be kept, and I want to be kept. I choose to live the way I want to live. And it's like, if you're not running in the clubs every night or messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry, something is wrong with you. That's the society that we live in today. There are no standards. There's no standards. Brothers, sisters, we got to have a standard for how we live. At least that's my belief. Each his own. But this is my belief. I think about the things that I've been through in my life. Like, who wants a repeater of some of the stuff that we've been through in our lives? We go through things, and then I think it's important when we go through those things, we ask God, well, what is the lesson that I was supposed to learn? What did you want me to take away from this? I ask those questions, and I know that, I have standards, but I'm not saying I'm living in fear. Oh, that's gonna happen to me again. No, it's not that. I've taken what I've been through and I'm learning from it. You know what I mean? For example, it was this young man that I met, and he's very cool guy. And I'll just say that I'm 45. I'll be 45 in August. Okay. So when I'm, like, I've been out the game for a while. Last date I've been on, I was married. That was almost 7 years ago. But I don't know if it's I'm not old school. It's just me. This is me. So I met this guy. He's real cool, real nice. Never said anything about liking you. Never said I was attracted. Never, nothing. Just good talking, good conversation at the gym. You know what I'm saying? So he was going to give me this powder that his sister was selling that helps with energy and everything. And so we exchanged numbers on that note. And so we've been communicating for less than 2 weeks at this point. Less than 2 weeks. So one day he texted me. He never called me on the phone. Never, like, just call me. He only texts, and that's, I don't know, for me, that's a red light. I'm sorry, that's a red pump your brakes. That's a red light for me. He never maybe once we've talked on the phone, like voice to voice, but never never, you know, and that's a red light for me, like I said. So one day he called me after we left the gym, and he was like, you know, what you doing? I said, let me call you, I'll get back with you, I'm about to, you know, freshen up, get in the shower, whatever. He goes, oh, send me a picture. And I was like, what? Send you a picture? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, for me, those are telltale signs. I'm sorry, just for me, that's a setback. You know, we're not even on that page yet. I never said I like you, never said nothing. You know what I mean? You give a person a compliment, that's just what it is. Oh yeah, I see your bicep, you look kind of tight. You know what I mean? He gave me a compliment, I gave him a compliment. People give people compliments, that's about it. You know, so anyway, he asked me to send him a picture, and it kind of threw me off. So I sent him a picture of my thumb, y'all. I sent him a picture of my thumb. Yes, I did. And I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, he went on from there, and he was like, oh, he said something and I was very disrespectful. I felt like it was disrespectful. And then I said to him, hey, we don't even talk on the phone. You don't even call to talk on the phone. I don't even know you like that. What makes you think, you know? And it was going, you know, it was some things going back and forth that he was like, no, I want to, you know, just stuff that was inappropriate. And I'm like, well, I'm like, ancient here, like, we still doing things like that? I've been out the game this long. We still doing things like this, you know, and at my age, you know what I mean? So it was like a turn off. And I'm not saying I'm better than him or anything. That's just not my cup of tea. You know, to be approached like that, I don't want to be approached like that. Been there, done that. And at what point do we break certain cycles? You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with dudes like that, I've done that, you know, and it didn't work for me. You know what I mean? And so, I'll tell you some things that I've been through. It was a time when your girl, I mean, just dumb as a box of rocks. I literally thought, when I say box of rocks, y'all, box of rocks, dumb. I literally thought that I was married at one point. In Boston, you know, you have to go get a blood test. You have to, and after you get your blood test, and after a few days, you go down to the city hall and you apply for your marriage certification. So I'm thinking in my head, because nobody's ever talked to me about this, nobody's ever broken this down. This is how this works. You know, I didn't realize that once you get the certificate of marriage, that you have to have the ceremony and then the minister sign off. I didn't realize this, but anyway, I knew I was in a bad situation anyway, because I just up and jumped and randomly did this. And so I was already nervous and sick because I didn't discuss it with anybody in my family or anything like that, and I knew I wanted much more for myself. But anyway, I went ahead and let everybody know, girl, your girl done got married. Girl done got married. Everybody's gone. My mother felt like, what? You know, but everybody had, you know, they was really happy and everything. And then a few weeks later, anyway, I'm discussing this situation with him. Okay, when are we gonna have the ceremony? And because I'm literally thinking we're married. So anyway, I was dismissive of it because I'm like, okay, we must be married, right? So anyway, I look at the certificate one day. I'm reading it because it was such a bad and abusive situation. It was an abusive situation, y'all. So I'm like, God, what did I get myself into? How do I get out of this? I look at the certificate and I'm like, oh shoot, dumb, the stuff we get ourselves into, y'all. And I was not married, okay? So, but I was so embarrassed. I was so hurt. And I'm not making excuses, but anyway, it was just such an embarrassing situation where I couldn't like call somebody and go, hey, it was a mistake. I don't know, the enemy, when we are so caught up in our feelings and our emotions, y'all, it's so hard to see past the pain and the disgrace and the embarrassment, and the enemy have you in a chokehold up against the wall. And if you allow him to keep you there, you there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, looking at things in retrospect, like when I was able to get outside of that situation and to look at it, I was like, I'm getting out of this. But it took me almost 5 years, y'all. I think it was almost 5. It could have been longer than that. You know what I mean? And it's so funny, when we're caught up in our feelings, we cannot see the way out. When we're caught up and led by our feelings and our emotion and our flesh, we can't. And then y'all ever looked at something and go, dang, I was in that situation. What in the world was I thinking? I could have been got out of that situation if I just would have did A, B, C. You know what I mean? But I was in a situation like that. I mean, a situation with my being married and going through a divorce, and how I knew I wasn't supposed to marry my husband. I knew I wasn't supposed to marry. I believe that God will talk to you, but the thing is, will you listen? Because there's so many ways. Yo, for me, I'm telling you from my perspective, this is what happened to me. I had dreams. God showed me when I looked at my ex-husband that was not for me. People came up to me, random people. Do the work. I mean, it was so much stuff. It was nice I couldn't sleep because I knew I was making a bad choice. You know what I'm saying? And so people can't tell me, you know, oh my God, I just didn't know, girl. Oh, ooh, ooh, I didn't know that girl was that crazy. No, you knew. You just chose not to listen. You just chose not to pay attention. There's always gonna be something that you like side eye, you know, and so just those things that I've been through in my life, I'm not trying to repeat that pattern. And like I said, God will keep you if you want to be kept. And there's nothing wrong with that, sisters. There's nothing wrong with that, brothers. You know what I mean? And, you know, when I make decisions on who I want in my life, I have to take into regard that I have a daughter. I don't want just any old man lording over my daughter. I don't want my daughter to see me conduct myself, you know, loosely in a certain way, and every time you look up, it's another dude coming through the door. Where's mom going? Oh, she's going on another date. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like that. You know, when I don't see anything wrong with dating, but it's just certain things I don't want my daughter to see. At some point, I guess eventually I will go on a date or something like that. But it doesn't define me as a person. You know, I'm so tired of people saying it must be something wrong with you. 3 days ago, somebody said to me, what is wrong with you? And they were so sincere about it, and it floored me almost. Like, just the tone of their voice. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, there's nothing wrong with me. You know, I just choose to be kept. I'm not gay. You know, when I make decisions, relational decisions, it's not just about me. It's not just going to affect me. It's going to affect my child. It's going to affect my future. You know what I'm saying? I think about, you know, coming up in church and everything, how, you know, people, oh, you just pray for a husband, pray for a spouse, God's gonna send you a man. And, you know, I had a dream, God showed me, you know, my husband. And you got women running through the church and claiming men that are already married, or claiming men that are already in relationship. Well, he ain't down the aisle yet, girl, because God showed me he was my husband. God don't work like that, and I'm so tired of hearing it. You know what I mean? We're so deceived. We've been taught the word so wrong. You know what I mean? This is just my opinion. Let me vent. But the Bible said, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. It says, he that finds a wife. That means that God gave man the free will to make a choice. And when he makes that choice, he finds the woman. They come into an agreement to make a covenant relationship under God. And when they make that covenant relationship under God, God said, you obtain favor. So favor means I'm about to bless this thing right here. It's not about, you know, for example, I remember this minister telling me, yeah, I knew my wife, God showed me her in a vision, and then if the angel came in the room, and it was like literally the smoke, it was smoke clouds all in the room, you know, angel filled room. I knew that was my wife. And he said the day I proposed to her, I went down on my knee, and we both heard angelic voices. Am I doubting that? No. Okay, that was your experience. But the thing is, we are so led to believe so much about all this spiritual stuff and all this glam and all this stuff is going to happen. But God says in his word, he that finds what? I give you permission to choose. But no, if you allow me to be the head of that relationship, I will bless it. Okay? You know, of that covenant relationship, I'll bless it. And is when you begin to ask God to show you people, you know, if you ask God to show you someone's heart, he will show you someone's heart. He will show you. But the thing is, when he shows you, you have to ask him to prepare you to receive what he's going to show you, and then give you the wisdom and the understanding on how to deal with what he showed you after you received it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many situations that I've been in, and I said, God, you know, it's not your will for your child to be in the dark. Please show me the person's heart. But I've been through so much because I said, okay, I'm going to do it Stephanie's way. You know, so the thing is, when you ask God, you know, show me this person's heart. Now, after you show me this person's heart, help me to receive it, because there's so much. We are so led by our emotions and our feelings, and we, even though we know things, we think we're gonna make it better. No, we're gonna make this person better. We're gonna change who they are. I'm gonna love them to life. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. When a person shows you or tells you who they are, you better believe them. Believe them, okay? And you'll know them by their fruit. And when they show you who they are, you better believe them. Because you get what you got and you got what you get. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people may change a bit over time. I remember this woman saying that she had been married for 28 years. And she had been married, happily married for 8. I'm glad for her. Married for 28 years, but happily married for 8. So she began to go, that's her testimony. But wow. That's so deep. Okay, yeah, he changed later, but wow, to get there, whoa, the stuff that she went through, you know what I mean? You'll obtain favor from me, you know, but I'm giving you a choice. When you guys agree to come into that covenant relationship, I will bless it. And it's just so much of that. But you know, I could just go on for days. Just one day I'm going to talk to you guys about the time I thought I was married. One day I'm going to talk to you guys about the situation with divorce. And it's not to spill the tea, not to get the business out there, not for clickbait, nothing like that. But just to hopefully, you know, allow somebody to have an aha moment. Just to kind of tell my story, my testimony of where I've been and where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? My story of where I've been, what I went through to get to where I'm going. Because I'm going somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's all good. And although it's been 6 years, God has sustained me, and I'm happy at where I'm at. I hope you guys have been edified by this. Like I said, I'm not throwing people under the bus or anything like that. You know, I just been through a lot with marriage and things like that. And you know, just waking up, seeing crackheads in my house, bank account cleared out, just all kind of stuff. But how God sustained me through it. And you know, even when I thought I was married, being in that abusive situation for so long, you know, just not seeing the way out, you know, just crazy stuff, man. And I would like to share that one day. Hopefully it'll be a blessing to someone. And you please, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe, you know, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.